BYDFi is a crypto exchange on desktop and mobile where you can spot trade, futures trade, use leverage tokens, and copy the trades of top traders. If you sign up with the link in the description, you get a free $100 when you deposit $100. There's hundreds of crypto available on their spot exchange, as well as a free test account so you can practice futures trading without getting wrecked. BYDFi. Hello everybody, welcome back to Pump City FM, where I am actually pretty bullish on the way that things are looking. Almost immediately, to be honest with you. Criteria for some of these coins we'll go through, or just a bit of an overview on Bitcoin, but particularly bullish on, excuse me, Bitcoin Cash, random, and obviously XRP, which is not quite as random as you might think, but I'm pretty bullish on it, I have to say. So let's have a look at the Bitcoin chart first of all. In fact, let's rewind all the way back to Dixie. So this is Dixie on a 4-hourly. We've lost the Bollinger Band Center, we've retested it. We've lost the 10 exponential, we've retested it. We're looking for a pullback now. It's about 105.3, roughly speaking. And again, you know, no change on S&P. S&P is still being supported on this upwards trend line of support that we've basically been on since the low was formed around here, and another massive retest here. This is where I stocked up big time on my pension, and here we are again. And again, a decent reaction yesterday. So 3 days in a row, hit 1, 2, 3. 200 simple moving average sitting around here. And it's obviously a bearish chart, let's face it, but if you're going to pick it up from anywhere, you pick it up from like a major support, whether it's a horizontal or a diagonal or even a simple moving average like a 200, which is like absolutely awesome place to think about it. So still looking for that bounce. It is Friday, so let's face it, Fridays is usually a time not to place a trade unless of course you are comfortable sitting around over the weekend waiting for Monday morning to open. But yeah, I'm relatively optimistic about the reaction that we'll see around here. Not only that, but gold. You know, gold has been sitting down at this low level for a while now. Now we've got the non-farm payrolls, we've got unemployment rate as well coming through all today. So we've got some news that's likely to happen. This is bearish chart, obviously, with the death cross over here. Looking for a retest of that at some point later on down the line. The news. I hate having to trade upon news, or not even suggest trading, but the news will have an effect today, and we'll see what that is. Look, I think considering we've sank this low on gold and the charts are positioned in a certain direction, whatever comes through with those with that information today, then I think we're just going to have just a wiggle around like a heart murmur on the charts, and then hopefully the charts should pick up as they look like they're going in a particular direction. So S&P up, Dixie down, and gold potentially bounce. Right, so with that all said, and again that is just a brief overview, but it looks like there should be some form of reversal taking place today. So Bitcoin currently on a 4-hourly made its way just recently, and we've got 8 minutes to close above the Bollinger Band Center, above the 10 exponential, which basically makes it above everything. All moving averages have now been reclaimed once again. Yesterday's weird wick basically moved us back down, but we didn't even retest a 50 exponential, which makes it seem relatively bullish as far as I'm concerned, because we didn't test the supports. Getting picked up before the supports, really. Prior to that, we had the move down to the 10 exponential, which was picked up, so I'm still looking for this to move onwards and upwards. We've only got this 200 simple moving average, which is sitting around at 28,000, where we saw yesterday get hit once again. I'm looking for this to move up. The momentum is still good, so we've got upwards trend on all of our oscillators down here. So we've got moving averages, sorry, the MACD up above the 0 point. We've got money flow index, we've got RSI, all continuing with an uptrend. This is not bearish divergence, this is just consolidation from this move up. So this is all good. It's all good, and the 4-hourly still looks good as well. So I'm quite hopeful that this is going to work. And recognize this, right? So the Chiku span, if it were to break and close above the 28,500, which is also a major area of resistance, the one that we got pulled back from, the consolidation started from, that would generate a pump signal with a closure above that level. As the Chiku span, all it really needs to do is close above there, and we've got all 4 components of a pump signal on a daily, which should take us back up to, you know, the lower 30s really, and maybe even break that. But again, you know, you trade these signals to the next major level of resistance. Conservative trade would be around 29,300, and I suppose the top target would be back up to like 31,800 or so, where we were like so viciously and cruelly rejected from before. So that is your Bitcoin chart, looking quite good. Now let's have a think about XRP, because XRP has also done something quite sweet. We're above the 51.5 cents zone where we were retested yesterday, basically. Good, very good. Rejected right currently at this very moment in time on the daily on the 200 simple moving average. Not too bad. Momentum still looking quite good, crossed above the 0 point, so if we're going to get a move, we should be seeing it between 51.5 cents, maybe even a tiny little test, tiny little bit lower than that. And then at that point, if we are going to move up on this chart, we should be moving right up towards 60, and then, you know, back above, you know, way above 60 really. We'll continue with our next big, large move on XRP. I know a lot of people don't really like XRP. But it is a good tool, it is a good chart to trade, to be fair. A lot of the time, it does respect the setup, and the setup currently is quite good. Incoming golden cross over here as well on the exponentials on the 4 hourly, which is good. We already had one on the simple moving averages, which is good. So I like XRP. It's definitely good. XLM should move through association with that. But one of the charts that I'm pretty bullish on is Bitcoin Cash, which again is a random chart, but looking at this from a distance, we've got a big move up, we've got a consolidation, we've got a golden cross retest, double tested, and now we've broken out of a consolidation, and we've got our pump signal. So this is all on a daily. So again, with a daily, you would expect it to take a little bit of time to play. But I am looking for this one to start moving back up again. You know, probably retest its previous high, its most recent high, quite quickly, and then from there we'll see a much larger move. 286, 300, and probably beyond that. Now, it's going to take the market to do that. Obviously, it's not likely to want to do that on its own. I have to say, altcoins do require Bitcoin to behave itself, whether it stays static or moves up. But recognizing that this chart here, the Bitcoin Cash's chart, is actually much better than Bitcoin's chart itself. Not many altcoins really that should outperform Bitcoin based on a market move, but occasionally you will find a chart which actually is much better than Bitcoin. Most of these charts are not better than Bitcoin's chart, which is why Bitcoin has been able to continuously make sort of incremental steps up and maintain dominance basically over altcoins. Because most altcoins don't have very good charts, you know, they will pump and they will come back down to where they started from, because basically they move with the market. The size of the move is largely generated from the low trading volume, so lack of volume basically on the charts, which allows for big moves up as sell walls get smashed, but then they get sold straight back off again because again, you know, the order books are thin. So we're looking for Bitcoin Cash to actually outperform Bitcoin based on its own chart here, but again, it moves with the market, so we do need Bitcoin to do its thing to allow for this chart to outperform Bitcoin, which I think it will. We just need Bitcoin to maintain its current position on the chart, on the 4 hourly and on the daily, and then break above these levels. So whatever Bitcoin does, Bitcoin Cash should do bigger. Right, that's basically it. Friday, bit of a rubbish day, generally, because you don't really want to overexpose yourself on a Friday, because all sorts of anything can happen these days over a weekend, and you'll be instantly punished on a Monday. But if you are, so I suppose, relatively bullish, as I am, then taking the risk is fine, provided you've got tight stop losses. And normally I don't do futures trading, but futures trading on Bitcoin Cash and XRP to me seems quite appealing. So I'll be in it. But it's completely your call if that's the sort of thing you want to do. The risk is still high in this market because the uncertainty is what's basically caused crypto just to stay at this rubbish sort of level for such a long period of time. It's delicate, it's very delicate, and it reminds me absolutely of 2019 to 2020, that 18-month period where we basically just went sideways, and that is effectively what we're looking at right now, a carbon copy of previous bull market, if that's what you want to call it. price action, which is around here. This is basically where we are right now. But there's still plenty of opportunity in here. It just makes it harder to trade. No instant gratification, a huge attention to detail, and exposure to risk. More risk than is, I suppose, what's the right word? More risk that it's just not, you've got to have a healthy risk appetite really to want to trade futures in this period of the market. Right, I'll leave it with you there. Doing a live stream tonight if you want to join the Patreon. Links in the description below for that. Other than that, I hope you have a nice day. Good luck and take it easy.